trail like that. You know, so you're walking along your trail like this, we'll say, no, it's going cushy. Right? There's a trail. Look. Meter wide of that. So that's the way the trails are. And then they step off. And there's nothing, only hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of square kilometers of wilderness and mountains and rivers and bears and wild animals to the left and the same to the right. They're just gone. And when they step off them trails like this, they wonder what makes them step off. Knowing that if you step off and you lose the trail, like if I was to walk like 20 feet, 30 feet over there, the chances of me of finding this trail again are slim, right? Unless I come back this way. But if I suppose I get disorientated between the trees and I head off, you're gone, alright? You're gone. Right, lads, if you ever watched Strange Disappearance, right, or 411 by David Paul Des, talks about little children that go missing, right? Strange disappearance. Little children are supposed to walk for 14 miles in a day, uphill, across mountains, in the space of about 14 hours, and they're gone. They just walk in and walk out of history, man. So what happens is these children, they disappear, right? Some children, only her age there, look, they go missing from their parents, which is she's coming up to around 2, and then they're found like a couple of days later, 10 miles away. They've crossed over 2 mountains, umpteen amount of fences, 2 or 3 rivers, and then they're found dead on the top of a mountain. So how far would you reckon a little child her age could walk through that kind of stuff? Walking through that kind of stuff, right? For miles, over 2 mountains and across 3 rivers, yeah? Through forests and everything. That's what one child is supposed to have done. That's what they say the children can do. Think about it now. Little 2-year-old child that size, that's got, look, she just hurt her little hand there just a minute, made her stop. Is supposed to go for the bones of 10 miles, over 2 mountains, across 3 rivers, over fences, electric fences, barbed wire fences, not to mention all the animals that's out there in the mountains, right, in America. And then they find the child dead, about 10 miles away, and the child's shoes are missing. And that's what happens to a lot of these strange disappearances. The people who go missing, when they do find their bodies, if they find their bodies in very strange circumstances, their shoes are always on, gone, missing their boots. Now the only way you would do that, if you took someone's shoes or boots off them, and then they had to walk through a forest, well, they wouldn't get very far, would they? How far would you say she'd get now before she'd be getting stung to death and just stop and sit down and cry? Would you say she'd make it maybe 100 yards? Would you make it 100 yards, best girl, through this, briars? 200 yards before you sit down and cry, stung alive, face stung off your hand, stung off your... What would you think, people? Do you reckon, before she gets stung to death, would you reckon she'd make it 100 yards, 200 yards? That's one way of slowing them down. They wouldn't be able to walk without their shoes. You can imagine just trying to trot along here if you didn't have shoes on you. You'd be in bits. So imagine crossing literally a jungle, a pure badlands, wilderness jungle. Not a footpath like this, but just like that, constantly walking through stuff like that, right? Through ditches and briars and bushes for the bones of 9 to 10 miles and more. It's always the last one in line is usually the one that gets into trouble. Hi, best girl. So it's the last one. Usually, no, they always say it's the last one that gets picked off. Now they don't know why. Everything from children to adults. All they know is, even like myself, they don't know what happens. 1 minute you're going along the trail, and then for some reason people step off the trail and into the middle of no man's land. You're talking about hundreds of thousands, millions of acres of not only wilderness and mountains, and they'd be lost in it. You know, people say they hear voices, other people say they hear birds, other people say they hear whispers, calls them. You know, that's what they're supposed to, and that's what people have heard stuff that survived it. They got good feelings that didn't step off the trail. So there's a lot going on. A lot of crazy shit going on in this world. Get online anyway and look it up, right? We have 411, right? Canon, David Paul Less. Strange disappearances, right? Strange missings. And all this thing is just, it's just bewilder, right? It bewilder, it blow your mind. I'm telling you that this world that we call reality is so much stranger than fiction. It's off the chart, right? You would see, even in this, right, that I'm talking, and the reason you don't talk about it much is because, I'm going over now, we get our lollipop, is because, what's that? Okay. So the reason they don't talk about it much is because they don't want people to, because they know it'd stop people coming to the national parks, children and adults, and then it takes a few steps in and they're gone. Thousands of people out searching, from helicopters with heat seekers. This goes on for days. They're never found again, alright? Never found again. Literally gone. Off the face of the map. Off the face of the earth. And if they are found, which is rare, well, let me tell you, they're found in very, very, very strange circumstances indeed. Alright? That's the way it goes. Gone into the middle of nowhere. And the thing about it is, even when they are gone, these are men now included, grown men. They never send off like hunters. They never send off a few fire off a few shots. Yeah, careful, hold tight. Come on, so. Yeah, down this way now. Yeah. Get your stick, good boy. Careful now, don't hit the best girl. So what happens then, right, is hunters go missing as well, like hunting all their lives, you know where they're hunting and they go missing. And they're with their friends, like, and they're gone. You know, I mean, you'll be only 100 yards away, next you're thinking, right, he's gone along there, I'll hunt this way. They're never seen again. One fella comes on, he starts looking, well, you there? No answer. Goes back to base, we'll hang out here, maybe he went off hunting up the ditch or something, we'll wait here and see, he'll come back. No sign of him, hours go by, no sign of these hunters coming back. No sign of distress signals, shots fired into the air or nothing, as much as I'm under stress, I need help. No screaming or roaring of being attacked by a wild animal. And their partners that get the word out that their friends have gone missing, they fire shots into the air, hoping that their friends will fire shots back, as you would do. Look, I'm hunting all my life, that's exactly what you do. 3 shots, SOS. I'm in desperate need of help. Right? And they don't fire no shots into the air to call for help. They're never found again. The guns are found, they're not found, they're gone. Literally gone. And it happens to everything from children to, as I said, hunters, old folk, joggers, whatever's going on, right? Whatever's doing this, it doesn't discriminate. Again, it does not discriminate. It takes a lot of men, but I'm thinking that's because there's a lot more men out jogging and hunting, you see? But it doesn't discriminate. Man, woman or child, black, white, doesn't care, boom. So the reason you don't want people knowing about it, right, because it's happening in national parks, and they make umpteen hundreds of millions every year through the national parks, right? So that's why they won't talk about it. I mean, if you were to make a film on this stuff, it just blow your mind. And it's facts, like, it's not no fiction, it's real, it's what's happening. And again, that's why they don't make films on it, right? They're too busy telling you about Mars and all that bullshit, and NASA, and all the bullshit that they try to push into our children's mind. And in fact, this world we're living in, this is the strangest world we're in. This is really a strange place indeed. Alright? There's a lot more going on than meets the eye. A lot more going on than meets the eye, and that's for sure. That's the truth, and a lot of it's coming from the other side, the dark realm. That's the truth. It's coming from the dark side. So stay spiritual to God, right, and wake up.